Well, last week the Supreme Court ruled on our case against the NLA, and it was considering basically whether when you browse the internet and you open a web link, do you infringe copyright unless the publisher has given you permission to go there. And it's kind of technical, but it's important because the whole thrust of the NLA's argument is that you need a license. Now, the Supreme Court ruled that you don't need a license for that, that you can surf the internet without fear of infringing copyright, and that's very important for PR practitioners because obviously we all like to look at the coverage we've generated for clients and colleagues, but it's also important for millions of internet users. The Supreme Court ruled that if the previous ruling in the High Court and the Court of Appeals stood, then millions of internet users around the world would be criminals, basically, and that would be an unacceptable result, in their words. So they ruled in our favour, and in doing so legitimised millions of people around the UK surfing the internet, and it's a great victory. Well, the ruling of the Supreme Court has some impact in the long term and some impacts in the short term. In the short term, we encourage PR practitioners to continue to pay the NLA's licence just in case. But in the longer term, what will happen now is over the next 12 to 18 months, this case will go to Europe. Europe will decide for itself, but it'd be pretty unlikely Europe will overturn the Supreme Court's ruling. Now, it completely undermines the NLA's licensing project. Their whole idea is if you're an end user, you need a license. The ruling of the Supreme Court undermines that completely. We expect Europe to support that ruling. So in the longer term, the whole NLA model is shot to pieces, really, and we very much welcome that. Over the last 4 years, we've fought the NLA now in the Copyright Tribunal, in the High Court and the Court of Appeal, in the Supreme Court, and now in Europe. And we've done that with Meltwater, and nobody else got involved. It's just been us standing up for the industry. And I think that's entirely the right thing for a membership body to do, and I'm really proud of that. Now, this isn't the end of the fight, but it is the beginning of the end of the fight. And in many ways, it is the beginning of the end of the NLA's arrogance. I hope we have tamed the NLA. They are a parasitical organisation that feeds on the hard work and ingenuity and skill of PR practitioners, and they got thoroughly beaten last week in the Supreme Court. About time too.